Hey guys, it's Al. Just doing my lymphedema thing here. So I wanted to reach out to you guys to put out a clarification statement. I hesitate to say an apology because there was never an ill intent coming from any kind of critical perspective of like not supporting anyone, right? So first and foremost, you know, it's very troubling to me that something that I said could have hurt somebody in the inner circle. That would never have been any of my intentions with anything, and I'd like to think that you guys know that. In particular to Richie, you know, I can only imagine that you would feel devastated that you thought that I didn't support you in some way or that I was being critical of your ambitions, because that's the furthest thing from the truth, dude. I love you and I support you no matter what you do. In fact, I love everybody in the inner circle and support everything that you guys do. You know, at the end of the day, you know, we're the only real family that we're gonna have at some point. You know what I'm saying? Because our parents aren't getting any fucking younger. We're not getting any fucking younger, and we're all we got in some ways. You know, I mean, I don't know about you guys. I'll speak for me. All I have down here are fucking acquaintances. That's it. And I barely talk to most of them. You know, most of the time it's me fucking hanging out doing my thing. And I find shit to keep me busy, but in terms of like, you know, saying, oh, you know, go hang out with somebody, that's not a fucking thing in my life. You know, so I don't know how it is up there for you guys. I know I've heard Connecticut is pretty dismal right now, but anyway, back to the point, you know, there's no doubt in my mind that absolutely anybody in the inner circle could do anything they set their mind out to do. And we've proven that, each and every one of us, time and time again. You know, we wanna film a show like Jackass, we'll do that. You know, we wanna, you know, fucking go become a fucking doctor, we'll fucking do that shit. You know, go become a fucking nurse, we'll do that shit. You know, lose a whole shitload of weight, you know, we'll do that shit. Or, you know, fucking become a chef, we'll do that shit. You know, fucking work at a grow house, become a pharmacist. You know, you fucking pick your poison, man. You know, there's no limits but self-imposed limits, right? And that goes for everybody in the group, you know. And you know, if somebody said, oh gee, you know, I want to go become a fucking Twilight Lord, then go for it. You know, we can do anything we set our mind out to do. It's a question of what do we want to do, first of all, and developing a plan to get from A to B, A to Z, whatever, you know. What I will say in my experience is that all that shit takes a plan, but that's neither here nor there. My intention was not about poking any kind of criticism at Rich or anyone else in the group at all. Bill, I'm glad you get it. You know, George Carlin was absolutely brilliant, and it was basically just an old man fucking lampooning modern society by not wanting to accept change. That's it. You know, I don't know the new technology. I'm left in like fucking the dust, and honestly, I don't want to learn it. And that's really what I was getting at, was that I don't want to learn new technology. You know, I'm not keeping up with, you know, anything by way of whatever. I've kind of checked out. You know, I'll go so far as YouTube and Facebook and, you know, whatever. And that's not a criticism of anybody who does want to do those things. You know, awesome, do it, become a fucking star at it. You know, And there's no doubt in my mind, Richie, that you could absolutely do that, you know? You're dedicated, and if you spend time learning the mechanics behind how it's done, there's no question in my mind you'll just set your mind to it and do it. And you've proven that time and time again. You know, Magic tournaments and computer building and fucking, you know, you want to go do something, dude, fucking do it. You know what I mean? And I support you 110%. You know, Bryce says, hey, I want to lose a bunch of weight. Cool. What can I do to be of service? Well, here's a flash drive with DDP yoga on it, you know? And if you need something, call me. You know, if you want support, call me. If you want an accountability partner, call me. You know, I guess what I was getting at, and I think it was ultimately an ill-received, ill-received is not even the word. Mistaken intention. You know what I mean? Like, that's not what I was setting out to do at all. I don't know that technology. I don't watch anyone stream or anything like that, but it wasn't saying, like, I don't support Rich. That's not it at all. And then to address a specific issue, I think, and I'm not even going to say, somebody said in one of the messenger things that I called Richie a motherfucker. That's not it at all. I said I'm getting a rocking chair and a crossword puzzle, motherfuckers. That's it. I wasn't calling anyone a motherfucker. I was basically saying, like, you know, I refuse to evolve with technology. That's all it is. That's all I'm saying. You know, and I wasn't, I don't know. It was taken poorly. I guess it was presented poorly. I guess, you know, Tweet Your Twitch was supposed to be funny. Like, scratch your snatch, tweet your Twitch. I don't know. Anyway, you know that I would never want to cause harm to anyone in the group at all. And I apologize that what I said was taken poorly. I apologize that what I said felt like an attack, because it was not intended to be an attack at all. It was a lampooning observation of technological change. It was dissatisfaction and resentment against myself, because I'm in a position that I've earned my spot to not be in a position to afford technology or to evolve with it. I don't know that I'd want to if I could. You know, where do I get my resentment? Well, because I've done things like spent $80 on not an Xbox. You know, Bri, you know what I'm talking about, you know? I'm an addict. It's all or nothing. I collect it all, and then I purge it all away. I collect it all, and then I purge it all away. And it's this endless cycle of fucking acquire, like binge purge. And I'm exhausted from it. That's the old man on the porch. That's the thing. I'm exhausted from starting from scratch, getting reacquainted with technology, getting obsessed with the technology, purging the technology. And it's not just technology. There is no in between for me. There is no I can have one drink. There is no I can collect feathers. I don't know. I don't have the constitutional wherewithal to have one of something, to have a little bit of something, to, you know, if I go down the streaming video game walkthrough thing, I'm all in. And I know that I can't do that. I know that for me, it would be recklessly irresponsible of me to fuck, man. I mean, Chris gave me a flash drive with the 250 most critically acclaimed movies of all time, right? So you would like to think, oh, gee, maybe I'll watch the movie. No, I sat there and binge watched movies and completely isolated and withdrew myself from society to the point that I got a severe depression and a suicide attempt, right? And I'm not saying that to say, oh, you know, me. What I'm saying is, I know me well enough to know that I can't allow myself back into that universe because I will not be able to handle it responsibly. It's exhausting, it's frustrating, it causes me anxiety, and it's kind of like me walking my way into a fucking barbecue chicken place and telling myself that I'm only going to have one piece of barbecue chicken and not weigh 500 pounds in a couple of years, because I know damn well that that would be lying, manipulation, and fucking deceit to myself. So, I don't know. There's some reconciliation there that I hope that you guys are picking up that I'm trying to express, and I'm probably expressing this fucking poorly too. But it's to say a couple of things. It's to say, one, to clear the air, Rich, I love you and I support you, and there's no doubt in my mind that you could absolutely become marketable and get a following and get subscribers or whatever, the walkthrough thing, or the video game thing is. There's no doubt in my mind that you not only that you can be successful, that you will be successful. That's one. Two is, I apologize that what I said, no, and this is part of the problem, the technology. What I wrote was received poorly because you can't put inflection and emphasis and fucking syntax to a text. It cannot be done. So, needless to say, it was a mess, and I apologize for that. I don't know, I fucking miss you guys. I love you guys. And, I guess, there's a lot of regret that I get to look like the asshole, that I get to be the asshole, because that was never my point. My point was just to lament technology and lament the societal breakdown that happens because of it, because no good comes from it. No good comes from it. This, what I'm doing right now, having to film a video apologizing for something being misconstrued over technology, that's what technology brings. That's what technology brings. That's why I said, catch me on the phone. I said, I'm going to get me a fucking wicker rocking chair and a crossword puzzle. Catch me on the phone, motherfuckers, is fucking damage control. Because ironically, it would be ironic, I wouldn't want to have to misconstrue language that fails, and misconstrue keeping up with the Joneses and having a breakdown of society, which is literally, it's very meta, actually. Literally what this represents is a breakdown of society. It's a breakdown of communication, ironically being filmed about a text that was lampooning breakdowns in communication. So, I guess it is what it is. Anyway, if you're watching this, I love you, and I support you. And if you're not watching this, then I'm not responsible for, somebody else thinking I'm an asshole. I'm not responsible for your emotions, I can make an amends. I can try to set the record straight. I can try to clean up my side of the street. And that's where the buck stops. That's what I can do. So, and I'll reach out to you directly, Richie, and obviously express the same things I'm expressing in this video to you in person. But for anyone else who's watching this, you know, I fucking love you, and I'm sorry that I came off as an asshole, because that's not what I intended to do. All right, bye.